Let me first put a shout out right now, if I could, for www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. You know, Noble Gold CEO Colin Plume thinks that quantitative tightening is setting up the stage for a gold rally. And in his interview with the National Desk, Colin Plume said that the tightening is pushing the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart the economic activities. If you're thinking of gold and silver right now, good time to do it. Noble Gold is giving a free gold American Eagle coin with every eligible IRA or 401k rollover in this month of September. You can't go wrong with noblegoldinvestments.com. Pick up the phone Tuesday morning at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And find out about your financial planning. Let Noble Gold help you. And tell them that Pastor Paul Begley sent you there.
Burkina Faso military officials announced dissolution of government and leaders' removal. A new military takeover has been declared in Burkina Faso after a day marked by gunfire and confusion in the capital city. The country's land and aerial borders have been closed and its constitution suspended. In an announcement on state television late Friday, a Burkina Faso military official announced the dissolution of the current government and the dismissal of the junta leader. The White House releases the Artificial Intelligence Bill of Rights blueprint. The White House is urging technology companies to develop artificial intelligence systems with options for users to opt out of using them and with discrimination protections in mind, according to a blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights the administration released on Tuesday. The blueprint lays out 5 core protections the administration said Americans should be entitled to as companies increasingly use automated technologies that impact Americans' daily lives. The AI Bill of Rights includes non-binding proposals without enforcement mechanisms tied to them, though meaning it lays out a framework for companies to choose or adopt to or ignore. One of the core principles states that users are entitled to alternative options to AI systems, including ones allowing them to opt out of where appropriate and have a human alternative. The administration's plan says that in some cases, a human or other alternative may be required by law. Bitcoin bounces above 20,000 on broader market upturn. Cryptocurrencies advanced alongside U.S. stocks as investors speculate central banks could soon pull back from aggressive interest rate hikes. Bitcoin, the largest digital coin by market value, rose as much as 3.3% on Tuesday to trade around 20,200, its highest since September 27th. That's in line with broader gains in the U.S. stock market. The S&P 500 advanced as much as 3% on Tuesday morning. Ethereum, Binance Coin, and Solana and other cryptocurrencies also advanced today. Stocks roared back from 2022 low. S&P 500 on track for the best 2-day gain in 2 years. Stocks surged on Tuesday as Wall Street built on a sharp rally seen in the previous session and bond yields continued to fall. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 714 points, while the S&P 500 added 2.64% and the Nasdaq Composite was up 2.92%. All of the major averages are now each about 5% above their lows of the year. Tuesday's gains also put the S&P 500 up 5.3% for the week and on track for its biggest 2-day rally since March of 2020. Remember, this information was reported at the time I made the video, which is around 3 p.m., so the markets still have not closed for the day. Ancient gold coins found hidden in wall shed light on the Byzantine Empire. When someone stashed 44 gold coins into a wall in the 7th century, they may have hoped to one day return and find their treasure again. Instead, almost 1,400 years later, the coins have been found by Israeli archaeologists who hailed the discovery as a rare glimpse into an ancient past at a tense time of violent conquest. The Israeli Antiquities Authority said on Monday that it had found the hoard of Banias, once known as an important spiritual site to successive cultures throughout history. The pure gold coins, weighing about 170 grams, feature the effigies of Emperor Phocas and Heraclius, leading experts to believe the coins were hidden during the Muslim conquest of the area in and around 635 AD. Ecuador prison clash leaves 15 dead and 20 injured. A clash between inmates armed with guns and knives inside a prison in central Ecuador on Monday left at least 15 people dead and 20 injured. Officials attributed the fighting to national and international drug trafficking organizations, which have turned the nation's prisons into scene of repeated massacres as the groups fight for power and drug distribution rights. Videos in which the gunfire and the screams of inmates can be heard were posted all over social media. Police think 6 California killings may be the work of a serial killer. Ballistics tests have linked the fatal shootings of 6 men and the wounding of 1 woman in California, all potentially at the hands of a serial killer, and crimes going back more than a year, police said. Authorities last week announced that 5 men in Stockton had been slain in recent months, ambushed and shot to death alone in the dark. Late Monday, police said 2 additional cases last year, a man's death in Oakland and the non-fatal shooting of a woman in Stockton, had also been tied to those killings.